My channel. This is your girl Sybil with All Things for Beauty. Today I wanted to stop by to actually motivate you guys, like yesterday I felt sick. I didn't do much. I rest. I ate like I'm supposed to. I control my portion and all the good thing, right? And today physically I'm feeling better. My throat, it's seems like I'm gonna be losing my voice, but I wanted to stop by to motivate you guys, because let me tell you, whatever it is that you do, just don't give up. No matter how hard the day is, don't give up. Even if you need to take a rest day, be intentional with the things you put in your mouth. Be intentional with the things that you do, because usually when we don't feel good, it's usually our body that's letting us know something is wrong. So like yesterday, I didn't take my carb blocker. I didn't take anything. I just had a lot of tea. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. I moved around, but I didn't do my 20 minutes workout, nor did I step for my 10K. So the reason why I'm making this video is to remind you, there is gonna be bad days, there is gonna be good day. As long as you're giving it your best, as long as you trying to do more than you did in the past, as long as you don't give up for you to say, oh, this is too hard, this is too much. No, don't do that. And a lot of people always come to me and ask me, oh, what am I doing? Or what is it that like I use? How do I remain consistent and stuff like that? You have to understand, when you first start, you have to keep in mind, this is not a diet, this is a lifestyle. Meaning, the things that you used to do, the environment you grow up in, the environment that makes you that way, you can't remain in that same environment. You can't have that same mindset. You can't have that same point of view. You can't see things the same way. In order for you to see change, you actually have to change. You know how people would like to say, fake it until you make it? No, it's being intentional. It's being the person you want to be. If you are sitting in the same place, you're not doing anything different, you're going to get the same result. For you to get different results, it's for you to do things differently. And that's what I had to do. I had to change the way I see food. I had to change the things that like give me excuses that I pretend they are a good excuse. Like back in the day, I would say, oh, I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna just eat whatever I have. I'm gonna just do whatever. No, I didn't do that. I did rest. However, I drink a lot of tea. I make sure I drink a lot of fluid. I make sure I did a lot of lime. I make sure I keep up. And then my fridge have orange, pineapple, watermelon, because those things are all good for your immune system, and they are water content, meaning I'm gonna be peeing a lot. This way, whatever it is gonna come out. And also, I have my skin oil. It's very good for inflammation. And usually the one thing that happens when we start feeling sick, our bodies start having inflammation. You will feel pain, stiffness, and all of this. Once you start, change your mind. And I promise you, if you change your mind, you see things differently. You never give up. You do your best. When I say your best, don't do your best based on what society, what norm people say is best. Do your best knowing that every day you wake up, you try harder. You do more. You try to do better than you did yesterday. Compete with yourself. Don't compete with other people, because believe it or not, what other people are doing and not doing, it doesn't matter. Compete with yourself and be realistic. Be true to it. It's gonna take time. It's something new. It's something different. Remember, it took a while for you to create those bad habits. And those bad habits, it's probably everywhere around you. It's probably normal to everyone. So you have to break that chain. But remember something. No matter how much determination you have, no matter how much discipline you think you have, when you're doing something new, it's willpower. And until you have self-control. You have what it takes, for you to have discipline with those new habits, for them to be your default setting, where you say it's your routine, it's your lifestyle, it's your norm. You need to keep away from temptation, such as it could be as easy as someone who likes to go eat very bad food, or who doesn't like to work out, who's gonna like say, oh man, I'm too tired, the sun is too hot, there's too this to that. Or someone that's around you that's always snacking, that's always have cookies, that's always have unhealthy food around them. You have to remove yourself from the situation so you don't get tempted, because until you actually like make it where you find a routine, you break the cycle, you don't just have willpower, you have self-control, you will never be able to dodge the bullet from temptation. Temptation can overcome. It's the same thing when they say, the negativity can actually take over. Yes. And believe it or not, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Not because we're not strong. It is norm. That's what we used to. And it's not like it's not fun to eat the same food, or they are very tasty. However, they're not good for us. They are extremely bad for us. And to me, breaking breaking curses, moving away from what the generation before me did, and for me to do better, and making sure that my bloodline doesn't carry around what they say, oh, high blood pressure, this and the third, like they are genetic and stuff. Like, no, I'm breaking that cycle. I will not have high blood pressure. I will not have cholesterol. I will not, no, because those things are things that I can prevent with a simple lifestyle. And also, sugar make you age backwards. Like, a lot of people used to keep telling me, oh, you know what, you have to lose the weight a certain way, you have to do this a certain way, and then regardless of what you do, your skin gonna be flabby, you gonna be this, you gonna be that. Like, and I was like, really? It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. It seems my skin is bouncing back just fine. It's like people love to tell you what you won't be able to do based on the things they're not willing to do. We can do everything, but are you willing to take the next step? Are you willing to step away from your comfort zone? Are you willing to struggle, to make sacrifices for a year or so you have the life you want, for you to take that time to create the life you want, being intentional about it. Don't just wish. A lot of people like to say, I wish, I hope. No, say But in order for you to say in order for you to have faith in this, you have to put in the work. You have to get up and put in the work. It's just like, okay, I started my healing journey 3 years ago. I started my weight loss journey 2 years ago, right? I'm about to start my fitness journey. Someone who probably started after me probably have lost more weight than me. And that person could be doing the same thing I'm telling you guys to do. It could be one of my clients. But guess what? That person is probably putting more work than I am putting. You have to understand, it's depend on how much effort you put. That's why they always say, dream big, work harder. Because the things that we can do now, we may not be able to do it later. So it's always good for you to do the change, to take the step right here, right now. Like, life is so short. And the more we neglect ourselves, we don't take care in this vessel, it's more limitation. We decrease the time we have here. Back in the day, people used to like leave us when they're like in their hundreds. That's why they used to say 50, it's midlife. But really, is it midlife now? Is it? Because we don't see it often. We celebrate it like it's like, oh my God, but it used to happen. It used to be normal. And the things that are the worst, the things that you can do, there is so much you can do. When I first started, I couldn't go to the gym. There's a lot of things that I couldn't do. I walked. I walked every morning. I knew I wouldn't be able to deal with the sun. I knew I would have been out of breath. So I would wake up every morning at the time my mom wake up and all, and I would walk. I would walk. Sometimes I would be gone until the suns come up, and I would pray. Sometimes I would cry. So I would ache, but I still got it done. And I would wake up the next morning. I would do the same thing. And I did it from the 474 to 427. That's all I did. I couldn't, even when I was in the, I started to do workout and stuff like that, do a lot of yoga and stuff. I would go to the gym. I couldn't get in certain things. When I was like, at 351, I remember I started using the gym inside our community. I fell. My kids laughed, okay? I have that video somewhere there in my journey. It was funny. I fell. I couldn't get on none of the machine. I was too big. I couldn't maneuver nothing. I had to learn to use things differently. I had to learn to increase my mobility and my flexibility. You have to start and do what you can now with whatever you have now. And the more you feel good, the more you see the change, the easier it will get. But for you to start in a good place, you have to start with a place of accepting who you are now, accepting your reality, see where you are, and be realistic with your vision. And don't say, the one thing people like to say, oh, you know, I'm going to have New Year resolution, or I'm going to make a vision board. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the gym. Going to the gym doesn't make you healthy. And being obese attached to a lot of things. It's like a lot of hormone issue, and all of the things have to do with emotional, like emotional, mental, and so many different things. And a lot of the time, we neglect it. We don't want to look at it. And until we decide to actually dipper, and for us to actually do the hard work, we're gonna keep making the change hard for ourselves. And we don't want that. We want to do something different. We get to a place in life that we need to wake up every day and not take anything for granted, because it's a gift to wake up, to be able to talk, to be able to walk, to be able to to pick up a phone, to be able to have food to eat. Those are blessings. Do you know how many people are sick? And sometimes we would want to change our lifestyle, and sometimes it's too late. We don't want that. We have to do what's best for us today, not wait January 1st. What's the difference if you start today and tomorrow? There is, today is the 14th, right? You have about, I'm not going to say you have 16 days. Let me say you have 15 days. In that 15 days, you can choose to do the work. And I promise you, in 15 days, you can drop a healthy diet. You can drop 7 to 12 pounds or more by eating fruits, by eating healthy, drinking a lot of tea, don't drink your calories and all that. And when you start, if you don't know where to start, you don't know how to start, you feel like journaling is too much, because a lot of people feel like, oh, it's too much. And that's the problem, and the biggest problem people have. They want to know what you're doing, but once you tell them what you're doing, they feel like that's too much work. That's too much ingredient. That's too much to do. Well, it takes that much to be there. it takes hard work to be there. It takes hard, harsh discipline and consistency to get to that state. It's not just sitting around wishing it. No, it's like just praying about it. For a prayer to work, it's like God is telling you, okay, I'm waiting for you. I can make it happen tomorrow. I can make it happen right now. But what are you going to do? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to do? And believe it or not, we feel some type of way about someone who makes it before us. But do you know how much work that person was doing? Were you doing as much work as that person was doing? This is why I said, do not compete with other people. Because at the end of the day, what other people is doing, it's not going to help you. So stop focusing on what someone else is doing or not doing. If you feel like you have to always see what other people is doing for you to get ahead, that's a bad thing. You should not have to compete with other people to get ahead. Because when you are at the end of the line, no one gonna be there with you. There is not gonna be another Sybil. It doesn't matter if I have 20,000 kids, if I have, client that I mentor that better than me and stuff like that. There will never be a me. And as a mother, as a mentor, I want the people that I train to do better, because that's how you know you did a great job. I would never want them to be less. So where's the work? I want them to do better. That's the whole point. It's like we don't understand. We don't understand how easy things can be on us when we actually have the mindset, the proper mindset. We have a better understanding of who we are, what we have to do, what we want, where we are now, where we want to go, the step we have to take to get there. Dream big. But guess what? You have to work as hard as you can dream for you to get where you need to be. And then a lot of us, it's like you say you want the help, you get the help, but you're not willing to sacrifice. You're not willing to do anything. You make excuses. I don't have enough time. I don't have the money. I don't have this. But you investing in you. Hiring me as a coach, you're not investing in me. Buying the products that I use, you're not investing in me. You're not investing in that company. You're investing in yourself. You're investing your time and your money in yourself. And believe it or not, your money, it's also your time. That's why I usually don't say your money, because if you're not there, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the health, you're not going to have the money. You need that vessel. You need your health. You need to be okay in order for you to make money. And for you to make money, you have to have time. And for you to have time, you actually have to be here. You have to be healthy. Not just physically, because you don't want to look like you're healthy, and then for you to be having heart attack, for you to be having diabetes, high blood pressure, and all those things. No, that's still going to limit what you can do, what you can achieve. And that's still going to slow down all and everything. You don't want to do that. Come on now. Get up. You can do this. I got you. Let's go. We can do this. We're going to show the world we got this. If I am able to do it, if I am able to go from 474 to 239, you can too. And my goal is 175. And believe it or not, the doctor said 145. I'm going to get there. Watch me. I'm going to get that summer body for it to be there forever. Join me. Let's go. You can do this. I post every single day in every platform. I got you. My program is not for everybody, but for those of you who are willing to change, who wants to invest in yourself, who know what it is, how important it is to invest in yourself, you're in the right place. You in the right place. I got you. I'm going to teach you everything that I know. Every single thing. And my products, when you purchase them, you know what happened? You get to have my blueprint for free. Yes, and you get to have a one-on-one with me every month when you get your order. So hey, what are you waiting for? I'm not saying I'm the best coach out there, but I'm that coach that I wanted to find for myself when I started my journey 2 years ago, that I couldn't find, that I had to find my way on my own. And I decided that, you know what, this year coming 2024, I'm gonna be a lifestyle change coach, and I'm gonna shift that industry. I didn't come to compete. I didn't come to change or sell you guys the same thing. No, I am going to be the coach to you, the same coach I was looking for me that I couldn't find. I'm going to shift it, and I'm going to show you how to lose the weight and making sure you maintain that healthy lifestyle. Because I don't want you to come back to me as a client. I want you to send people to me. You know, like, I don't want to ever see you struggling or gaining a pound again after you lose it. No, we're gonna make sure we fix the root problem. We're gonna make sure we actually lose the weight from love and care, take care of ourselves. Because being healthy, that's what it means. It means to take care of who we are, what we are, in every shape, every size, and then for us to just see progress. If you losing the weight, you still sick, or you making yourself worse, what's the healthy part? What's the wellness out of it? I've done it multiple times. I've done it for over a decade. And believe it or not, the last time I did it, when I lost 63 pounds and I started getting it back, I was my mind. I was like, I got depressed. I was angry. And I lost the weight fast. It was good and everything. But guess what? I damaged so much things in me. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I never want to push people to hurt themselves. I'm not going to tell people to do the things that I wish I never listened. I never had to pay people to tell me it's okay to hurt me. It's okay to lose weight and always start over. Once you lose the weight, it's not temporary, baby. It's not temporarily. That journey gonna continue. It's a lifestyle. And losing weight should not mean hurting yourself. Again, this is your girl Sybil with All Things for Beauty. Come here every single day. Let's talk, let's chat, let's see how we can get ourselves back to being whole, to being healthy, for us to be glowing, for us to be smiling again, finding our peace, for us to leave and not just, like, womp, womp, womp. Yeah, we're going to leave, we're going to smile, we're going to be grateful for the body that we have. We're going to take care of our body like our life depends on it, because guess what, baby? Your life depends on it just like mine depends on it. So let's get going. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.